Origins and migrations. The history of Burmese people in Japan goes far beyond recent migration. Its roots trace back to before World War II, when young students from Myanmar, then Burma, traveled to Japanese universities in search of education and knowledge. Those early exchanges planted the seeds of an academic and cultural bond that, over time, became a human bridge. Decades later, especially from the 1990s onward, the tightening of Myanmar's military regime triggered new migration waves. Many fled political persecution, others sought simply a more dignified life. Japan, though demanding, offered relative stability. After the 2021 military coup, the number of migrants increased significantly. By 2024, it was estimated that more than 110,000 Burmese citizens were living in Japan, a figure reflecting both political displacement and the desire to rebuild lives far from conflict. Today, young people arrive as technicians, trainees, or students, seeing Japan not only as a refuge, but also as an opportunity for reinvention. Daily life, work, and adaptation. Living in Japan means navigating between very different cultures. For newcomers from Myanmar, the first months are the hardest. Language, bureaucracy, and cultural differences can feel overwhelming. Many begin as technical trainees or workers in factories, agriculture, or elderly care. These are demanding jobs with long hours, but they are accepted as a gateway to stability. Over time, many Burmese people improve their situation. Learning Japanese is key, and this is a collective effort. There are community academies, volunteers offering free lessons, and even Japanese teachers who give online classes to prepare young people still in Myanmar. Support networks also play a vital role. Friends, neighbors, and acquaintances share information about jobs or housing. In Tokyo, Osaka, and Nagoya, the Burmese community has created small spaces of its own, where food, language, and solidarity ease the cultural shock. There, daily life is rebuilt with resilience and hope, blending Japanese discipline with Burmese warmth. Local communities, Little Yangon and beyond. If you walk through Takadanobaba in Tokyo, you can feel a different energy. The Burmese signs, the aroma of curries, and the smiling faces make this neighborhood known as Little Yangon. Families, students, and workers gather here to eat, buy products from home, or simply chat. It's a slice of Myanmar amid Tokyo's bustle. The neighborhood is not just a culinary hub, but also a social and political center. Religious celebrations, aid campaigns, and cultural events are organized here. Newcomers find guidance, jobs, or even a friend to show them the way. Outside Tokyo, communities have also flourished in Gunma, Saitama, Nagoya, and Aichi, where living costs are lower and factory jobs are abundant. However, such geographic dispersion brings challenges: lack of interpreters, bilingual schools, or services in Burmese. Even so, a shared identity remains strong, sustained by invisible networks of support and faith. Culture, identity, and spirituality. Despite the distance, Burmese people in Japan keep their cultural essence alive. Buddhism acts as a spiritual and social axis, with temples serving as community centers where people celebrate, meditate, and remember home. During the Burmese New Year, Thingen, the streets of Takadanobaba fill with music, dances, and traditional aromas, creating a festival that also attracts many Japanese visitors. Gastronomy is another form of cultural resistance. Curries, noodle soups, and the signature Burmese milk tea tell stories of family and memory. Family-run restaurants are more than businesses. They are places of connection, conversation, and nostalgia. Meanwhile, the second generation, young people born or raised in Japan, embodies a new Burmese-Japanese identity. They speak both languages, celebrate both cultures, and build bridges between two worlds. In their hands lies the future of a hybrid identity that honors the past without fearing change. Activism and politics. The Burmese community in Japan has shown a deep political awareness. After the 2021 military coup, Thousands of Burmese protested outside Myanmar's embassy in Tokyo and other Japanese cities, demanding democracy, justice, and freedom for their homeland. Cases like that of Myint I, a young technical trainee who received political asylum after denouncing persecution, symbolize this struggle. Another key figure is Saba Hla Thane, a Karen ethnic activist who now represents the National Unity Government, NUG, in Japan. Burmese organizations in Japan collaborate with local NGOs and Japanese human rights groups to raise awareness of Myanmar's situation. They also urge the Japanese government to take a stronger stance against the military regime. Their message is clear: neutrality in the face of injustice is not an option. Legal status and rights. Obtaining residency or refugee status in Japan remains a long and difficult process. Although Japan recognizes some Burmese refugees, successful cases are rare. Most arrive with student or technical work visas, and many face the risk of falling into irregular status. Without stable legal status, life becomes uncertain, fear of deportation, lower wages, or denial of basic services like healthcare. This is why support centers and Burmese organizations play an essential role. They provide legal advice, translation, and emotional support. Legal recognition grants not just security but dignity. It allows people to work without fear, access education, and contribute fully to society. It is a key step in transforming precarity into real integration. Human and emotional challenges. Migration is not only a physical journey, it's an emotional transformation. Many Burmese live under the weight of distance and constant worry for their families. Loneliness, cultural shock, and long work hours create silent exhaustion. Discrimination, though subtle, exists: language barriers, distrust toward foreigners, or difficulty renting housing. The Japanese work system also demands a discipline that can be overwhelming for many. Yet, despite everything, the Burmese Japanese community demonstrates extraordinary capacity to adapt and care for one another. Support groups, Buddhist temples, and cultural activities become emotional refuges, places where greetings become comfort and nostalgia turns into collective strength. Personal stories that inspire. Every Burmese face in Japan holds a story of effort. Myint I, for example, went from trainee to human rights activist, her voice inspiring others not to give up. Saba Hla Thane, a political refugee and now the NUG representative, symbolizes the constant fight for freedom. There are also less known but equally powerful stories: young people opening small restaurants, families founding Burmese language schools, volunteers teaching Japanese, or helping newcomers fill out forms. These actions, small on the surface, are pillars of the community, stories of hope and resilience showing that even far from home, one can build community, dignity, and a future. Bilateral relations and solidarity. Relations between Japan and Myanmar go beyond diplomacy. Japan has historically maintained a stance of dialogue and aid, but Burmese voices in the country now call for more action and less neutrality. The Japanese government has expressed concern over Myanmar's political crisis, urging the release of prisoners and the return of democracy. However, many activists expect firmer policies, such as sanctions or official recognition of the NUG. At the same time, Japanese organizations and ordinary citizens show solidarity, raising funds, sending medicine, and participating in educational projects. Through this quiet cooperation, a human bridge is woven between both peoples, a relationship built not only through politics, but through empathy and respect. Future and hope. The future of the Myanmar community in Japan is a story still being written. The new generations play a crucial role. They speak fluent Japanese, study in universities, and participate in Japanese society without abandoning their roots. Their collective dream is twofold: to fully integrate into Japan while contributing to the democratic reconstruction of Myanmar. From exile, many support educational projects, send remittances, or spread information about their homeland situation. Despite legal, economic, and emotional challenges, hope endures. Every Burmese Japanese family represents an act of peaceful resistance. As one community member put it, "We didn't come just to survive, we came to build a bridge between two worlds."